What up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's popping? Shout out to Iceberg S. Explode is in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Listen, guys, today's show, the game is going to be so heavy because every now and then I always want to do a show where, you know, I'm breaking shit down heavy because this type of shit. And shout out to Joe Blast in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Problem. I got to break down a show for the guys who are out there keep making mistakes. So I'm hoping this is what I'm hoping, because I want dudes to have the aha moment where they're like, oh shit, this is why I've been fucking up. This is why I'm not making shit happen. This is why shit is not going the way I want it to go. You understand? So today I talk about, you know, you can't use logic to get pussy, meaning you can't logic your way into the vagina. All right. Shout out to AT, Certified Tyrone in the chat. What's going on? But before we get into all that, though, y'all already know what
everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry, because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cool Joe, you'd be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
Yeah, we back. Shout out to Goldie, Dada Saints is in the building, Art is in the building. My dude Troy in the building, he said the bad boy membership is the shit, that's what's up. Shout out to you guys. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Caller number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224 is the number. Now, let's just get into this heavy fucking game right here, right? Now, this is the thing. The reason why a lot of guys have issues with dealing with women, attracting women, getting sex, getting shit to go the way they want it to go with women, is because they're trying to logic their way into the pussy. They're trying to logic their way into getting with a girl, right? Now, shout out to my dude K-Zaggin in the building. Shout out to my dude. He said, by nature, women are emotional. Trying to use logic to relate to women or to get women to deal with you is silly. Women are not a mathematical equation to be solved. Facts. And that's the thing. That's what's going to happen with a lot of these guys. A lot of these nice guys, a lot of these guys that you see on YouTube using statistics. Well, statistically speaking, the biological imperative of the reference of this and that, that's not the thing that's going to make women want to fuck with you. You understand? When it comes to women actually gravitating to you and want to fuck with you, it's based off of how they feel. So you could say some logical shit to a woman, but at the end of the day, if she doesn't feel anything, it doesn't fucking matter. You see what I'm saying? But what a lot of guys do is they try to logic their way into the situation. So usually this is what they do. Guys will think in their own mind, well, you know, I took her out on 3 dates. I was really nice to her. I was respectful to her. You know, I talked to her on the phone a few times. I got to know her. So if I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that and I did this other thing, so then I add all that up and then I multiply that by 2 because I was on the phone with her for 2 hours, then that should mean that I should be getting some pussy. You understand? Like, nice guys be thinking they can sort of like be able to do a certain thing, and then they're just supposed to get this certain outcome. You understand? It doesn't work that way. And see, what happens is that these guys, they don't understand how to get women to feel them. That's the issue. So they'll think about all this logical shit in their head as to, you know, why shit should be a certain way. You understand? Hold on, let me get to this question in a second. If you got questions, put a Q in the chat, and I'm gonna get to that. They have this thing of they're thinking, well, you know, I was doing this, so this should mean she should want to fuck with me, right? Or what I see a lot on social media is you have guys out there, right, who they will get on like panels on YouTube. They'd get in you know, comment sections on Facebook and Facebook groups. They'll get on apps like Clubhouse, and they'll try to sort of explain to the woman why she should be fucking with them. They're trying to logic their way into the, well, you know, you women are always trying to go after Pookie and Ray Ray and see this is why you're fucked up, because you should be getting with a guy who has his shit together and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So they want to explain all of this shit that's supposed to make sense logically, but it doesn't really do anything because you can't use logic to get pussy. You understand what I'm saying? This is the thing that guys have to understand. You can't use okay, think about it this way. I've said this before, right? This is a perfect example. It makes more sense, right, to eat, you know, vegetables and fruit and healthy food. It makes more sense, right? It's better for you actually than eating pizza and French fries and hamburgers and shit, right? But most people would rather eat French fries and hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza and shit versus kale and broccoli and fucking Brussels sprouts and shit, right? So it makes more sense for the person to eat the healthy food, but they keep going back to the pizza and the burgers. Why? Because it feels better to eat that shit. Even though logically the other shit makes more sense to be healthy and to, you know what I'm saying, to have that type of thing going on, right? So all of these dudes out here, they're like the broccoli and the Brussels sprouts and all that other shit. Yeah, you with your education, you being this great guy, yes, you would actually be better for the woman, just long-term, consistently, yes, you would. But you're not as attractive as the fucking pizza or the hamburger, which is the other guy. You understand? See, 1, 2, 3, 4 ghosts, and I believe that's why smart guys in general have a hard time getting laid, present company included. There's no algorithm for getting pussy. And that's the thing. See, a lot of these smart guys, they think too much when it comes to dealing with women, right? Every time when I hear a dude talk about statistics and all that other stuff, I'm like, bruh, you can't use statistics to explain attraction. You can try. You can try to get all logical and mathematical and shit, but you actually have to be in a situation to be able to understand that a woman has to feel you. She has to feel you. See, It's like this, right? Let's say you was watching a movie, right? And you watched the shit and you thought it was boring as fuck. You're like, man, this shit sucks. This shit is whack, right? But the people who are hardcore film enthusiasts, you know, filmmakers and shit, they're gonna be like, oh my God, how could you not like that movie? It was a masterpiece. It was masterful. You know, the acting and the way that the fucking mise en scène and the third act when it reached it, and you're looking at them like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That shit bored the shit out of me. You understand? So even though a person who knows film can say, yo, this technically on a, you understand what I'm saying? On a technical level is really good. I'm watching it and I think it's shit. Or this other person's watching it and they're not really feeling it, even though it makes sense on that level. You understand? So you can make sense, quote unquote, on all these other levels, but if the person ain't feeling it, it don't fucking matter. You understand? It's just like when you get into a debate with one of your friends about, oh, who's the best rapper and shit. And then, you come up with some, oh, but so-and-so is nice because he be spitting that lyrical, miracle, you know, all that other shit. And this other nigga, like the nigga that, you know, can't even rap that good, right? And you're like, but bro, don't you see how he uses the multiple syllables and all of that other stuff? I don't get, how you gonna say this is, bro, he ain't feeling it. You understand what I'm saying? The feeling is not there. Right? See, what's interesting is, for example, let's stay with the music thing, right? Is that you have, for example, rap music, right? Where niggas be calling chicks all type of bitches, hoes, fuck these hoes, whatever, right? And the women are the ones who like the music the most. And you're sitting there scratching their head like, but I thought y'all don't like to be called bitches and hoes. Why are y'all dancing to the music? And they dancing to the music because the beat is fucking hot. They like the flow. They like the sound. They feel it. So even though they telling the chick, you fucking hoe, you fucking bitch, you fucking hoe, you fucking bitch, then the chick is like, yo, that's my shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because they feel in the music. See, a lot of guys don't understand how to interact with women to get them to feel. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't actually have experience. They don't go out there and experience women. So a lot of guys, they're talking from this, you know, scientific, well, you know, if you carry the 3 over the numeral over here, and then statistically speaking, you know, these stats say that the women over here in this region are not going to like the guys in this region because the circumference of the jawline and the face, and they talking all of this shit because they're living on the internet. They've never actually been in a situation with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So they're using all this logic. They're using all these things that's supposed to sound like it makes sense to try to understand women or get with a woman, and this shit don't work for them. You understand? So what you got to understand about the game is this, is that you can't sit there and try to sort of calculate what you need to do in order to get this certain result. You understand? The case actors that feel in supersede logic. Most women are not practical. The proof is all around you. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, see, one of the things that dudes don't get is this. When you're actually talking to a woman, right? Face to face, let's say you're on a date, or you hollering at a girl in the street, or you're at a bar, whatever it is like that, right? A lot of times, because I get dudes that say to me, they're like, Locario, I don't know what to say. What do I do? Blah, 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 right? A lot of times, what to say and what to do in the situation, right, comes to you automatically when you're in the moment in the situation. Because what happens is that you feel what's going on in the moment, and that gives you the things that you say and do in the interaction. You understand? But see, if you're not really out there talking to girls, you're not going to understand what I'm saying right now. Like, what I mean is that when you're talking to a girl, you can feel when girls are feeling you. This is, see, you know, I don't want to get too deep on this shit, right? But I gotta go into it so dudes could sort of understand, right? You can feel when a woman is feeling you. You feel it through the energy in the conversation, how she's looking at you, right? The stuff that she's saying, her tone of voice. You feel all this shit. And then you can also feel the opposite when a woman ain't really feeling you. And then you can feel when a woman is kind of wishy-washy, playing games, you know, kind of trying to be aloof and shit. Like all of these things, you'll feel it once you're in the situation. But see, the problem is if you're not really in these situations, you won't be able to feel it, and you're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. You understand? See, sometimes what happens is that you'll be in situations with women and dudes who actually holler at chicks and talk to chicks a lot know what the fuck I'm about to say. There's times when you're in a conversation with a woman and she says something to you or she does something, and then you respond to what she did, right? And the response that you gave was something that you didn't even realize you said until after you said it. But it was like the perfect thing to say at that moment. You understand? But that's because what happens is that you're reacting to the feeling in the whole entire situation. So sometimes what happens is this. A lot of guys, this is what they do. They'll say, Locario, you know, like, what do I say? What do I do? Blah, 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 right? See, the reason why you're asking that is because you've never been in this situation. It's almost like asking, hey, Locario, you know, what do I do if a guy punches me in my chest? You understand? What do I do if a guy comes up to me and starts talking shit in my face and starts shoving me? Right? See, we don't even need to have that conversation, because what happens is that in that moment, right? In that particular situation, there's going to be a feeling. There's going to be a vibe. There's going to be an instinct. There's going to be, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to have a certain type of energy in that situation. Now, based off the type of person you are, you might do a certain thing versus doing another thing. But either way, what needs to be done is going to come to you in the situation, right? Because you feel it in that moment. See, a lot of dudes, unfortunately, because they ain't got no game, they talk very surface level. Shout out to my dude, Steve the Dean, when he always talk about surface dwellers. You feel me? So a lot of dudes just look at the surface, right? So this is why you have guys on YouTube always talking about, well, bro, it's just all about looks, bro. It's all about looks, man. See, that's them trying to logic their way into pussy. Or you try to use logic to get pussy. Because you're like, well, bro, you know, if I see a girl and I think she's good looking and I want to have sex with her and I want to get with her, that should mean that if the guy's good looking, then the girl should just want to get with him. Huh? Like, right? See, a lot of guys are trying to use this logic. Oh, well, let me just get my money up, because if I have my money and my status, then it's going to just be so easy for me to get girls, right? Makes sense, right? These women are saying that, you know, they want a guy who has 6 figures and all this other shit and yada, yada, yada. Right? See, dudes, they're surface level with the shit. They're trying to logic their way into the vagina. So maybe if I work on my purpose and get a lot of money and start looks maxing and start gym maxing and then maxing and all this other stuff, then that's going to equal pussy. See, the looks plus the status plus the money plus the looks maxing plus the gym maxing equals pussy. These niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes are doing the formulas and shit. The looks plus the money plus the status plus the looks maxing plus the gym maxing equals pussy. But then we have to divide by the hypergamous nature of the female and add the monkey branching in parentheses and then carry over the one. And this is how niggas think. You understand? And then they wonder why they can't get no pussy. They wonder why a nigga who ain't got shit, he ain't got 2 nickels to rub together, is fucking the girl he want. And they don't realize that the guy made her feel something. This is why they use the term, I was feeling him. You understand? She has to feel something. Shout out to my dude Miles Cunningham in the building. Shout out to my dude Miles. But yeah, that's what happens, man. Carson, I got your email. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you, bro. I got you. Don't worry, son. I'm gonna get you. Let's take some calls. If you guys have any questions, put a Q in the chat. If you want to call in, the number is 516-387, 1224 is the number. Or somebody just called, they just hung up. But anyway, but if you have any questions, put a Q in the chat and we will get to the questions and shit. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. So it says, what's your take on whether oxytocin, vasopressin, and dopamine creates the ability to pair bond? Studies say that oxytocin or the love hormone are affected by casual hookups. Let me tell you, I got something. Well, I'll say this real quick. You ever notice how, because they say all this stuff about oxytocin and I think vasopressin is supposed to be like the guy's version, like when he bonds with the woman and all this other shit, if I'm not mistaken, right? You ever notice how a woman, when she has bad sex with a man, there ain't no bonding? There is no attachment for some reason. Meaning, when a woman fucks with a guy and he gives her 2.5 minutes of lazy dick, right? She didn't orgasm, nothing. 2 minutes, he busted his nut, it was over. It was 2 minutes and it was this. Oh, God. Right? So, why isn't it that has this oxytocin and all that other shit with this nigga? Like, she forgets this nigga. She forgets she even known this nigga. You understand? She wipes her out her memory bank. Right? But when a woman is fucking a guy she likes, oh my God, I love him. Oh, I just feel this connection. So it ain't no fucking oxytocin, it's whether or not you like the motherfucker. Because if it was just about casual sex, then that would mean every time, right? Shout out to my girl April MC in the building. Let me put the link up there, right? So what that would mean is this. That would mean every time a woman has sex with a man, period, right? That she would feel that bonding, that oxytocin and all that other goofy shit. No, it happens when she likes the nigga. So it's really not about this bonding shit you motherfuckers been talking about. It's about the fact she likes that motherfucker. That's it. You see what I'm saying? That's like, okay, listen. Because if it was the sex, that would mean anytime she has sex with any nigga, there would be some oxytocin in the bonding shit. Any motherfucker. You understand? Any dude. But why is it with this guy? she don't even remember this nigga. She don't care about this nigga. But this other nigga, she's fucking with him. Right? See, if I take a knife, if I have a knife and I cut my arm, right? And I take a deep cut into my arm, you know what's gonna happen? Blood is going to come out. It doesn't matter if I use a knife with a blue handle, a knife with a brown handle. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I'm using a fucking switchblade, whatever the fuck it is. I'm cutting myself, blood will come out regardless. Whatever knife I'm using. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, all of this shit about, oh, it's the bonding and no. Because if that was the case, it would need to happen every time. You understand? If it was the sex, that's what I'm talking about. So people point at the sex. They're like, well, it's the sex that's making the women feel like, no. It's the guy. It's the particular guy. You understand what I'm saying? Because the niggas they don't like, the niggas they're disgusted by, the niggas that the sex was trash, ain't no fucking bonding with them niggas. You see what I'm saying? But guys, remember, Sunday, April 24th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing the online dating, the critique of your profiles. So make sure you send your profiles to questionsforlocario@gmail.com. April put it in the chat right there. It's on the screen right now. Send your bio and your pics, your online dating pics or whatever, to questions, the number 4 Locario @gmail.com. And we will get to those on Sunday, the 24th. That's this Sunday coming up. So make sure you guys send in your stuff and send a donation also if you want to guarantee that your profile will be critiqued. You feel what I'm saying? Just hit that donation button at the top, Cash App, PayPal, whichever, and send a donation and we will get that shit cracking. Let me get to some more of these questions. You said, what are these logic losers doing before YouTube? Well, they were still doing the shit. See, a lot of these guys, what they do is they look at it like they're going to work. If I put in enough hours, I'm going to get this paycheck. If I put in overtime, I'm definitely going to get this paycheck plus extra. That's how they think when they deal with women. If I spend a lot of time on the phone with her, if I take her out on a bunch of dates, if I, listen to her shit, if I be the guy that she wants me to be, then that's going to equal pussy. No, it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes don't get it. Yeah, so is twats what? The exception of the, I guess saying that is that the exception of the rule when it comes to relying on logic and dealing with the game? What do you mean is what the exception of the rule, Brandon? You got to call in. Call in so we could answer that. Tiger says, I met a chick on a dating app and we set up a date, but she wants to I guess FaceTime first before the meetup. Do I need to charge her to the game? I rather do face-to-face to see if the vibes first. Well, that's the thing. If you're doing FaceTime, you don't need to go on no goddamn dates. So if you told her you want to go meet her for drinks, right? And then she's like, listen, well, I want to do a FaceTime first because blah, 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 this, and this, and that. And you say, listen, I'm not really into doing no FaceTime. So if you are interested in meeting me for a drink, let me know by this time and we will make it happen, right? You give her a deadline. Hey, so let's say you said, first you said, let's meet up Friday at 7:00 for drinks. And let's say this is Tuesday when y'all are talking on the app. Then she says, oh, but I want to FaceTime, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, listen, I'm not really into FaceTime shit. So listen, this is what we're going to do. If you're interested in coming to meet for the drink, let me know by tomorrow at noon. And if you don't, then cool. If you do, cool, we'll make it happen. But that's what you got to tell her. See, again, tell the chicks, tell the women what you want to happen. Have them follow that. If they're not following it, then you charge them to the game, because understand it's too early in the game for the bullshit. That's what you gotta understand. Like, if I'm trying to make something happen with you now and we just matched on the app and you're already giving me friction, that's not good. It's not good. So either you charge them or you leave the door open, give them some time to get back to you. So you stand on your shit and then give them time to get back to you. That's it. And then you just move on to the other women. Okay, we already said that. I'm gonna hit you up. You said, can you make a bad boy member program on this topic? Yeah, I could probably. So what I could do is this. I think what I should do on the bad boy membership, I should do a whole thing of how to not make the mistake of trying to logic your way into pussy, because this is the thing. What happens is that if you're thinking this way, where you're trying to add up certain things you did or trying to come up with these formulas or do all this other extra stuff, right? And you're trying to logic your way into the shit, you're going to keep making the same mistakes, because what you're not understanding and what you're not getting, right, is that a woman doesn't fuck with you out of, obligation in most cases. Now, a woman will fuck with you out of obligation in the sense of, let's say she's been with you for a while and she might feel like, man, well, you know, I'm gonna do this because I've been rocking with him, whatever. And that's one thing. What I'm talking about, when you first try to get with a chick and you trying to make shit happen with a woman's not fucking with you a woman's not gonna be like, oh, well, you know what, I should just give this guy some pussy because we did talk on the phone for 2 hours. They're not doing no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I should give him some ass because he did this for me. He helped me move my furniture. They're not doing that. You understand? Well, he's been so nice to me. So no, they're not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? All they'll do is they'll take advantage of that. And if you try to bring it up, and it's the funny part, if you try to bring that up like, yo, why you acting like that? Yo, I've been real, you know, chill with you. I took you out, blah, blah, blah. So this is what they're going, oh, so you was just doing that to get some pussy? You see, you can't win. You see, when you're doing that stupid shit, because now you're trying to argue with her with your logic or whatever you think is making. Well, I did this for you, and I did. Oh, so you just did that to get some ass? Oh, so you're an asshole? You're a jerk. You're done. You see what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. You don't really have to do anything to get with women, and what I mean is, you don't have to overextend yourself, do anything special. Do a bunch of extra shit. You don't have to do none of that. You tell a chick, listen, I want to do this. Follow me. That's it. You understand? That's it. You said, how should a virgin approach online dating and approaching women? Wait, is Rosa the champ? Is that a woman or a man? What the fuck? Wait, how should a virgin approach online dating and approaching women? I'm a bad boy member and emailed you, but I know you're busy. What kind of condoms should I wear? And how do you lose your V card? Did you email me? Because I think I sent everybody's emails except for Carson. I gotta get Carson, but why does your name say Rosa? Like on your shit. What are you doing? What are you doing, bruh? Yeah, but hit me up in the email because I didn't see your email. I did not see your email. Sin Ramsey says how to sexualize your first conversation with a girl. Well, if you go to Bad Boy Membership, I have a whole program called The Art of Flirting. I have a whole program called How to, Build Sexual Tension with a Woman. And I talk about how to do that. I have a whole program called How to Seduce a Woman with Your Words. All of that is on the Bad Boy Membership, people. All of that is on the Bad Boy Membership. So make sure you guys go get that shit ASAP. It says, do you approach women on dating apps the same as you would approach a random woman on IG, Facebook? Is it as direct and straight to the point? I'm glad you asked that, because on the Bad Boy Membership, I have a whole program called How to Get Women on Social Media. And the answer is no. So the answer is no. You approach women on IG and Facebook differently than you would approach a woman on Tinder or holler at a chick on those apps. Because on the apps, what happens is that they are on the apps for the dating. They're looking for that. Now, women generally are looking to date or hook up, or if they find a guy they like. But what happens is that when you're on Facebook or Instagram and all this other shit, there's so many other things that'll block the situation from happening based off the fact that she don't know you. You understand? So she's like, who the fuck is this guy in my inbox talking all this shit? So there's a way that you can get around that, and I talk about that in the Bad Boy Membership to make it a little bit more feasible for you. You said I've been having this issue. I go on dates with a lot of chicks, tell the vibe is their sexual attraction, and all after the date we make out, and when I try to get them over, they say not today. Okay, well listen, what are you doing to follow up? What are you doing after that? Because every girl you go on a first date with, you ain't gonna smash the first date. You understand what I'm saying? So that's fine, but you just have to be able to follow that up and see if she's really about it. So you hit her up, you say, listen, let's meet up, tomorrow. Let's meet up this day and get it cracking. And let's continue where we left off. You see what I'm saying? And then you really see if she's really about that. Let me go to 401. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, man, what's good, man? I just wanted to apologize, man. I'm the one who spazzed out on you and, Miles and Steve, man. And I just want to say for the callers, this guy's legit, man. Everyone buy the membership, man. I'm the one about the girl. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, man, I just had to end it, man. 7 years. It was right what you guys said the other day, man. Like the sex, like when they're doing it just because you have money and you have like you provide, the sex really is a big difference, man. I just want to say that, man.
That's what's up.
It's a big difference,
but I have a very important, a very important question to ask you though. Did you donate?
Yes, sir. No, I didn't.
Oh, you're killing me right now.
I will donate.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Donate when you get over. But go ahead. So you said there was a chick you was messing with, and then you stopped fucking with her because of what?
Just because she never initiated sex ever. It's always me, and when I do, it's just like sex, that kind of sex. Like, let me just hurry up and do it, And after 7 years, man, you can feel the difference, man. Just it's not worth it. It's not worth it, guys.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You got to have a chick that wants to do it with you. You got to have a chick that is actually sexually attracted to you. You got to have a chick that's really about you. Because if you don't, all it's going to be is a constant reminder of the fact that you're in a situation with a chick who don't respect you, and that type of shit just fucks with you a lot of times, and then that you're wasting time in that situation, and it reinforces your own sense of insecurity. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I know people say, "Oh, you should have got with a girl that's sexually attracted to you," and a lot of you guys don't understand that. Like, yes, she can be sexually attracted to you when she first met you, but over the years, I feel like that lust for you, that desire, can go away. Especially if you fall off.
Oh yeah,
do things. It's just not about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I thought it was about that. Because at first she was all on me, and then years later, it's not.
Right. That could also happen too. That's why, you got to be on top of your game, because see what a lot of people do is, and men and women both do this. They get into a relationship and then they start slacking. You understand what I'm saying? Because they feel like they got you. They feel like you're going to be there anyway, and they get complacent, they get comfortable. And that's when shit starts to get dull, boring, routine, and people just start taking advantage of each other. And then it just falls to shit. So the thing is, the key to making a relationship work, whether it's monogamous, non-monogamous, whatever, but especially monogamous, is that you have to come into the relationship every day like it's new, almost like you're trying, like when you first got with them and you was trying and actually gave a fuck and wanted to make something happen and was putting in effort. That has to happen all the time. Like you can't stop doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people do. They stop doing the shit, and then they wonder why shit is not, you know what I'm saying? Because, for example, a lot of women, what they do is they'll be sexy as shit when you first meet them. And then they start, putting on weight. You understand? They start fucking, they're not dressing up like they used to, all that other shit. And then the guys, on the other hand, right? You stop actually like being that dude you was being from the beginning. You start becoming her bitch. That's what happens to a lot of guys in relationships. A lot of dudes in long-term relationships becomes the woman's bitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. You see what I mean?
That's how I felt.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that don't go down, man. But yo, brother, I appreciate the call, man.
And I know you said I didn't believe you at first, but I don't know if you remember. You said, "Yeah, it's too late to like switch it up now." And it's true, I tried, man, but it's too late.
Right. That's why you got to just start over with a new chick, and you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Just take the information and get a new chick, and you'll be fine. But I appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So guys, we want to call up. Caller number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. Hold on, let me see. Where was we at again? Hold on. Okay, so it says, how do you feel about sliding in girls' DMs? Well, you can, but this is the thing. I think it's cool, but what I would say too is it's usually a waste of time if you're doing it in a way like every other dude. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I tell you guys, because see, some of the things I can't tell y'all because it's on the Bad Boy membership, so I'm not going to tell you for free. So you got to go to the Bad Boy membership, check out the program, How to Get Women on Social Media. I break down how to actually do it to get the best results. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what most guys do. They'll go on Instagram and they'll go into DMs and they're just like, hey, hi, what's up? You sexy, what's good? And it's just like, so you get in a crowd of all the other guys saying the same shit. See, the reason why a lot of guys lose in the game is because what's interesting is that the average guy acts like he's on an island by himself. And what I mean is that the average dude doesn't realize that every other guy is doing the same shit he does, which makes him average. He doesn't even realize that. He thinks he's the only one saying hi to that girl. He doesn't realize 20, 30, 40 other dudes said hi to that girl this week in the DM. You understand what I'm saying? And so now she looks at him like every other guy, and then therefore she's like, okay, he's average, he's whatever. I'm not gonna really pay too much attention to him. And then you don't get nowhere because you don't know how to make shit happen in the sense to where shit could go down. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. You got some of y'all gotta call in because y'all be just asking half questions and shit. You said so do the same thing for women that want to have a phone conversation first before meeting up too. I don't know. You got to call in and elaborate. So Locario, what's your thoughts on the situation with DJ Envy and his wife? I actually talked about that. Me and Miles talked about that on the Patreon yesterday. So guys, go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check out the latest show, because we broke that all the way down. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, was like clowning DJ Envy and all of that shit. But there's a reason why he's doing that shit. There's a reason why him and his wife is doing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So go to the Patreon and check that shit out. You feel what I'm saying? You said, I'm a guy that watches too much theory on the game and not much in real life. Should I just stop listening and approach with no theory for a few years to learn the fastest? Well, this is what I would say. Make sure you're actually going out and living real life, because then you would be able to recognize the real game versus the theory. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, most of y'all get caught up because you're not actually out there doing shit. And then y'all be sitting there listening to the motherfuckers who don't know what they're talking about. And you would know they don't know what they're talking about if your ass went out and did something. But see, a lot of y'all you guys sit at home in fear because of what these other motherfuckers be talking about. They be like, yo, don't go and approach no girls until you got your money up. And don't go holler at chicks until you be on your purpose, because these women aren't going to want to fuck with you because the game has changed. And, all these women have all these guys and all these Chads and Tyrones trying to holler at them. So you're not going to have a chance. So the only way you're going to have a chance is you got to up your sexual market value and all that stupid shit. Now, if you was to actually go out and deal with women for real, you would realize the shit that they're saying is nonsense. You see what I mean? That's why you got to go out, because, see, I'm not saying take my word for anything. What I'm saying is go out and see, and then you will see who's bullshitting and who's not. It's that simple. You understand? You will see who's bullshitting and who's not. It's that simple. But see, now you might not know who's bullshitting and who's not because you ain't actually out there doing shit. And when I say do shit, I mean really go out there and do shit. I'm not talking about go out one day and then talk to two girls and be like, yo, those two girls rejected me and this is fucking bullshit, man. The game is fucked up. No, I'm talking about you going out there consistently and do shit. Meaning, how about you go out for 6 months straight, every weekend? Right? Go out and meet women. Get on these online dating apps. Hit up a bunch of girls. Set up dates. Do all the shit. And then you will see what the fuck is going on. You understand? That's what you gotta understand. It's crazy. He said, but how do you know if it's the stuff you're being taught is wrong as opposed to you not being able to work the game? Well, that's the thing. If you work the game, you're going to actually see it's like this. For example, if somebody's like, hey, listen, go work out, eat right, get in a caloric deficit, eat right, and work out for like 6 months and you lose weight. And then you have another guy saying, take these magic pills and just sit at home and watch Netflix and then you'll lose weight, right? Try them both and then see what works for you. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that shit. You gotta go see what's really popping off out here. Let me see what else. Okay, so this one says, and 510, I'm gonna get to your call right after this question. It says, what do you think about? Oh yeah, we already talked about that. I'm telling you, it's really simple. I'll just tell y'all right now, since y'all, you know, it's real simple. And I think K Zagan alluded to it in the chat. Is this? They're selling a book, and in order to sell the book to women, because women are the only ones who's gonna buy that shit, right? Or the main ones, 99%. In order to sell to women, you have to have a situation where you have a woman running the situation. DJ Envy and his wife in his situation, from what we see on the outside, because we don't know them in private, but what they've been showing and how he's been acting and all this other stuff, you know, his wife is running the show. You understand? And DJ Envy has more of that beta male type of energy when it comes to him dealing with his woman. You understand? And so her saying that and him just like, you know, looking like a goofball, that's mainstream. That's what sells. Like DJ Envy can't be on no real man shit with his woman. You understand? Ain't nobody gonna buy his books and all of that shit. You see what I'm saying? But let me get to one of these calls. 510, what's popping? Who this?
It's Oaktown's finest. I hit you up with a question earlier about
what up?
The phone conversation thing.
Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated.
Appreciate it. All right, so what's good, bro? What's your question?
Hey, so because I remember you said if the girl wants to FaceTime first, then you tell her like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you like a certain day and time to hit me back up if you're interested. Now, does that apply the same thing to the phone if she wants to talk on the phone first too?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this, right? Let me back it up so you don't get confused, right? The woman has to do what you're saying. Just remember that. I might have to do a t-shirt that says that. The woman has to do what you're saying. So if you say to her, hey, listen, you know, when are you free to get together and get a drink? Or, you know, whatever, and all this other stuff, right? She's like, oh, but can we do FaceTime first and all this other shit? You didn't ask about no FaceTime. You ain't talking about no FaceTime. You're saying you want to go get a drink. So what you would say is, you would say, listen, I don't really want to do no FaceTime. What I want to do is I want to get a drink with you. So if you're interested in getting a drink, hit me up by tomorrow and let me know. And that's all you got to say. You see what I'm saying? So like, let's say she says, hey, I want to talk on the phone first, right? You say, listen, no, I'm not really trying to talk on the phone like that. You know, I like to talk in person and actually get to know someone for real. So if you're interested in making it happen, let me know. Here's my number. Text me by tomorrow to let me know if you're trying to make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all you do. Like, you don't do what she says. Now, let's say, for example, she's on the app and she says, you know, some girls will say this. She'll say, you'll be like, hey, let's get together and get a drink or hang out or whatever. And she might say, oh, can we talk on here more? Right? Now, what you could do is you could say, no, we're not going to talk on here, but here's my number. You can call me and then we'll talk. Right? So now on this situation, you're talking on the phone, but guess what? She's doing what you said. So what I'm saying is you never do what she says. Everything has to be what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? You have to see if she follows that. And if she's not trying to do that, you don't fuck with her. That's what I'm saying. Because if you fuck with her by doing what she says, you've already set a precedent to where you're following her and you're basically wasting your fucking time because shit's usually in most cases not going to work out. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? Just remember, she has to always follow you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because I get that, like, because I'm on Hinge and Bumble, and then like when I do the, I'm on the Bad Boy membership, so I do one of the creative indirects, right? You know, like how many messages is it going to take,
right? And
then I'll get some that's like, oh, it depends on how the conversation is going. I'll get that sometimes, and then you know I just tell them like, you know, they have like we can do like a phone conversation And I just want to see if that's like the best way to go. Cause I do use that creative and direct.
Right. Well, this is the thing.
Then, like, they'll say,
this is the thing. Remember, you can do that, but remember, it has to be. All you got to remember is she has to follow you. The woman has to do what you're saying. That's all you got to remember. Now, you want to get her to meet you as soon as possible, as quick as possible. So even if you do that, you could say, "Hey, listen, let's get on the phone tomorrow." And she says, "Cool." You get on the phone with her, talks to her for like 3 minutes. "Hey, listen, blah blah blah. Yo, let's meet up on Friday at 8:00 at the spot." And she's like, "Okay, cool." Then you hang up the phone and you're done. But all I'm saying is throughout the whole interaction, never, ever, 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 ever do what she's saying. So if you're like, "Hey, let's meet up for drinks on Friday," and she says, "Oh, can we talk on here more?" And you say, "Okay," and then you keep talking to her and you're done. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I get it now. Okay.
All right.
Okay. No, but I just wanted to get that clear because like I've seen that, I was like, I get too much of that.
Right.
Not too much, but I get like a good amount of like people that want to do the FaceTime because the dating apps, they got the video and the phone call.
Right.
I don't really have time for all that. So
right.
I feel like just getting direct and straight to the point. But thanks for clearing that up for me.
Right, exactly, and that's what you can do. So, and even if you do a FaceTime, remember it has to be on your terms. So you have to be the one to say, "Let's do the FaceTime," not her. It has to be you the one that says, "Let's get on the phone," not her. It has to be you saying, "Let's talk on here more," not her. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's all I'm saying. Don't follow anything she's saying. Period. Even this is how crazy it is. It's like, even if she suggests something that you want to do, still don't do it. You understand? Flip that around, and then even if you want to do that, you say, "Listen, let's say she hits you up and she's like, 'Hey, we should go to the Main Street bar this weekend,' right?" Even if you wanted to go to that bar, you say, "That sounds cool. Let me think about it." You understand what I'm saying? And then you hit her back and you say, "You know what? I actually like that idea. I think let's go here, but we're gonna go at this time instead of this time, and I want you to meet me." You understand? It has to be her following you, not you following her. You understand? All the time.
Yeah, I get it now. I get that.
All right? All right, man. All right, bro. I'm out at you, man. All right, bro. Peace.
All right, thank you.
All right. Moses, what's good, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Locario?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Did you donate?
Yeah. Yeah, Locario, I have a question. Like, I have an issue, right? Now, yes, I'm on a bad boy shit, and it's been boosting my confidence like crazy. Now, the problem is, back to back, like, more than not, I'm getting consistent flake. Now, I do. When I hit up a chick, I only hit up a chick to set up a date, and I don't text, don't hit up nothing. And then the day of the date, he just flakes. You understand? Like I constantly keep getting that. Now, on the flip side, once in the blue moon, I for some reason I happen to get chicks who kind of respond. But on the other flip side, I'm getting more of chicks flaking a lot. You understand? So I would like to know, like, and they flake. I just kick them to the curb. Like last night, a chick flaked, so I just kick her to the curb. Now, one thing I have to say on that, I know a dude who has game, who does get a lot of women, by the way. He has game. I hung out with him.
Right.
But I haven't had a time to really hang out with him because he has his own stuff. So our schedule is different. He's like, yo, when a chick flakes, now this is funny. He said when a chick flakes on him, he just blocks her automatically. Now, I would like to know, like, your thoughts on that overall.
Well, I want to know, okay, what are you doing in this situation where, so where do you meet these women first? Is it online? Is it in the street?
Well, I meet these women, well, overall.
Okay, so the last two girls that flaked on you, where'd you meet them at?
At the bar.
Okay, now, at the bar, what happened at the bar?
Nah, like I always say, I always walk up to them, I shoot my shot, I try to get their numbers, you understand? And then when I get their numbers, I hit them up the next day. And then I do exactly what y'all say. Set up the date. I always talk about setting up the date. Like I'm always leading the interaction. They said Friday, for example. They say Friday. I said, okay, cool. Friday, this is what we're gonna do. And then throughout the whole week, I don't call, don't text, nothing.
Right.
And then that day come, they just ghost.
So wait, let me ask you this question though. When you're at the bar, right? What are y'all talking about? Meaning, what is the interaction about? Like, are you flirting with them? Are you just having small talk? Like what's going on? Like, are you trying to pull them out the bar that night? Like what's happening in that situation?
Well, the bars, like I said, the bars that I go to, you understand, it's billions of women. So I'm trying to get as many as I can.
Okay, so go ahead.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when I talk, I start off with a small talk for like at least 5 seconds, and then I get into a little flirting with them. A lot of them they kind of respond positive to that for some reason, and then when I get their numbers, and then that day come, understand, they just flake for some reason, But it's just a habit of when I get a chick's number, right? And then I hit them up the next day to set up a date to meet quickly. And then after that, they said they'll agree to it. And then, like I said, throughout the whole week, I don't call them, I don't text them, nothing. And then that day come, they just flick.
So on the date, on the date, did you hit them up to confirm?
Yes.
And then what do they say?
No, they just don't answer their phones. You know what I'm saying? They just ghost.
Right. Well, this is what's going to happen. Some women, that's going to happen regardless anyway. So let's get that part out the way. But what I would say to you is that when you're meeting these girls at the bar and all that other stuff, right? You still have to have your intention about what the situation is about. Because think about it this way, right? If you flirting with a girl, right? And let's say she was like interested in you and she was into you and she wanted to get sexual at that point, right? You could have actually had it at that moment, right? But then she just settled for taking your number, giving you the number. And then after a while, she just, got disinterested because at that moment, she really wanted it to happen. You see what I'm saying? That could also happen. But two, what happens is that throughout the week, other shit comes up and then the chick, she flakes because she didn't have high interest in you. You see what I'm saying? That's just part of the game. You see what I mean? So the thing is that this is what I always say, right? If you're in a situation where you're at a bar or at a club or anything like that, right? What I would suggest you do is if you actually have the time is to try to hook up with her at that time. That's if you ain't got nothing else to do and she's free, y'all should try to hook up at that time. You understand what I'm saying? And that's if you want to do that, if you want to hook up with them. Because my question to you was this: are you trying to hook up with these chicks, or are you trying to also date them and see where shit can go? What's your objective?
Well, I'm trying to hook up with them.
Okay, so exactly. So if you're trying to hook up with them, right? This is what I'm saying. You could have probably been interacting with them in a way where you're trying to hook up with them, and then you hit them up talking about a date, and then they're just kind of like, well, are we hooking up or are we going on a date? You understand? So it's kind of incongruent. That's what I'm saying, where if you're trying to hook up with them, you should be trying to hook up with them that night. And if you can't hook up with them that night, you say, hey, listen, let me get your information, or I'm gonna give you my information. I'll hit you up tomorrow, or hit me up tomorrow, and we'll set up a time to hook up. That should be your premise.
Locario?
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, Locario. By the way, when I say, well, let's not get it misconstrued. When I say set up a date, I'm talking about a day exactly. You understand? Because I always mention, because when I walk up to the chick, also because I listen to K Zaggin too. When I can't remember one of the videos with you and K Zaggin said I use his strategy when I walk up to a chick. At some point, I always use the word sexy. You understand? I always use the word sexy,
right?
Just to throw something in there,
right?
And then I'm flirting with her. But when I say date, I said, let's get, a lot of times I always say, let's get together and hook up. And a lot of girls are like, yeah, they down. You understand? Like this chick yesterday, I told her, hey, what I said, hey, what are you? When are you free? I was trying to see her that day, Sunday, when I first called her. She said, nah, she's out of town. But I said, okay, so when are you coming back? She said, she'll be free Wednesday, definitely. I said, now I also add into my game. Like I try to say, yo, are you sure you free Wednesday? Because I'm just trying to make sure that she don't flake. But even though you can't control that,
right?
You understand? So she said, yeah, she's sure, she's positive, she's not gonna flake. But guess what? The day came, she flaked.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. When you set up the time for y'all to meet, where y'all meeting at?
No. We was gonna meet up at her spot because I mentioned the word hookup.
No. But what is what I'm saying? Did y'all have the conversation of you meeting at her spot? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it sounds like you're saying we're gonna do something, but you never making concrete plans. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That right there also could be an issue because if you tell a girl, hey, listen, we gonna meet up this day and hook up or do whatever, and she's like, cool, and then you hit her up and say that like let's meet up, and she's like, all right, but then you don't give her any specific plans, then there's no actual date or time or nothing going on, and that could be causing the flakes. You see what I'm saying? That's probably what could be causing the flakes because the girl's thinking this. Understand this: if you have no date or time set, or place set, that means there really is no date happening. So then another guy or another situation could come in and be like, yo, what you doing Friday? She's going to be thinking, oh, I'm supposed to see this guy Moses, but he didn't really make no plans. So fuck it. And then she flakes. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta make some adjustments to your shit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's certain things that you're.
I gotta go.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
One last. I get that because sometimes I be forget. I'm glad that you said that because now next time I talk to her, I'm gonna do that. You understand? Now, one last thing I'm gonna say. Like I said, I told you I know a dude who got game because he shows me that he gets women. You understand? Now, he says when I told you already. Now he says that when a chick flakes on him, right? He blocks her. He blocks her. I said, I'm not gonna implement. That he told me when a chick flakes on me, block her. But I said, I'm not gonna implement that in my game. When a chick flakes, I just delete her number. That's it. I
mean, same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, really. It's just not, you ain't fucking with them no more. You see what I'm saying? But understand, this is the thing. Like I always say, you got to see if you fucked up. So the thing is, this is why you got to make sure that your shit is on point so that if the girl flakes, she's flaking under the umbrella of everything being set up. So if I tell a girl, hey, listen, come through, meet me at my crib, 8:00 Friday, we gonna hook up, and she's like, cool. You understand? And then Friday comes and say, hey, we still on for tonight, and she's like, oh, whatever. She doesn't respond. That means she flaked, but everything was set up. So the reason why she flaked is because she didn't really want to fucking do anything. You understand what I'm saying? But if I tell her, hey, meet me on Friday and let's hook up, and then Friday comes and I don't confirm or I don't tell her where we gonna hook up, and then she doesn't hit me up or show up, that's my fault because I didn't really set the shit up how it needs to be set up. So you got to make sure that you're setting everything up correctly. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But appreciate the call, my brother. But yeah, Kazak said he said using the word sexy to compliment her is a telltale sign to see how she views you. You might think she's sexy, but does she view you sexually? Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say too. That's exactly what I'm saying too. Because see, this is what a lot of y'all guys don't understand. You still have to see the reaction of the woman. It's not just about doing the thing. It's about seeing her response to you doing the thing. You see what I'm saying? So you think she's sexy, but does she think you're sexy? You want to fuck her, but does she want to fuck you? That's what you gotta find that shit out. Because a lot of times, what guys do is that they'll be in a situation and they'll get a girl's number and they don't even realize the girl's not really into them. Like they'll beg a girl for the number or they'll give the girl their number and they didn't realize that this girl's not really into them. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. But let's go to 646 and then 91971. 646 was popping. Who this?
Hey, what's good? Shia from Brooklyn.
Shia, what's going on, bro? Did you donate?
Yeah. I sent out to the cash app.
That's what's up. So what's going on? What's going on?
I'm just following up with last time with the Asian chick.
Oh
Chinese,
yeah,
rather.
Oh yeah. So what happened? So refresh my memory. So this was the Asian chick that she was supposed to come over your house and cook some food, and you was trying to smash or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
So I smashed, but I think I scared her away.
Why you think you scared her away? Why? What happened?
Because I mean, initially she came over, like I said, you know, I had some stuff for her to cook on Sunday.
Right.
Actually, I think Sunday was a holiday, actually. I forgot what holiday it was. I think it was like Easter. Yeah. And the grocery store was closed. I was going to go there after work to get some groceries to cook.
Right.
But I ended up not being able to get everything I needed. So we didn't really get to make as much things as I wanted to. So pretty much I ended up just ordering food, and we ended up watching a movie.
Right.
That's what I thought of in the moment.
So
bad, you know, I already know, you know, my plans or whatever.
Right.
So, you know, we already kissed, filled up on the ass from the prior week before. So, you know, I'm feeling good.
Right.
She came through, she's listening, everything is good. So I just continue the same energy, you know, kissing, hugging, trying to escalate. Initially she was, you know, she was shy, you know, resisting. So I just fell back, just, you know, kept it normal. And then, you know, again, I tried again later, and, you know, eventually she was like, all right, get the condoms. I was like, all right.
Right.
So I went to the store, got the condoms, and then, you know, we did our thing. But this is the thing, honestly, you know, to be honest with you, I actually didn't enjoy it at all.
Wow.
And here's why I didn't enjoy it.
Go ahead, tell me. I mean, I know I wouldn't enjoy it.
She was I wouldn't say she's traditional Chinese, but she's like in the middle. So she only had one partner before. And you could tell based on her shyness and her awkwardness, pretty much. She's awkward and shy, and it's like she don't even want you to see her freaking a vagina and stuff. It's like childish stuff. So you could tell that she don't have experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, turn up the lights and all this nonsense.
Right.
So it was a lot of that, which kind of made me not really in the mood a lot of the times, because I'm like, I'm getting excited, but then she's being shy and not really relaxed.
Right.
So, and to be honest with you, she might as well have been a virgin, because I didn't really even get to do anything that much. So for that reason, I really didn't enjoy it, because she didn't have that much experience. And it's like, I pretty much have to train her and pretty much train her for like weeks and months before I really get to enjoy myself.
Right.
So I didn't enjoy it because she was too immature, virgin-like. And yeah, I don't think I'm a virgin. Yeah, that's it.
So this is the thing. So wait, so this is what I'm finding funny. So you stopped in the middle and went to the store to get the condoms and then came back?
Nah, well, at the point where I kept, you know, escalating, and she finally was like, all right, cool, no problem, let's do it. I was like, you know, I think I have some in my drawer, and I was like, shit, I can't find it, and I ain't gonna stop to try to find it.
Right. So you didn't have the condoms prepared already. You gotta have the condoms on deck, bro. You should have them shits known that you had it before she even got there, man. Damn. You know
you're right. You're right about that. And I knew I had some. But honestly, at the moment, I just didn't know where I put it.
Right.
So I didn't really want to go and look for it. So I just went to the corner store. It's like a block away. I'm in New York, so it's only like a block away.
Right.
So she was like, all right, go get it. Go buy some. I was like, all right, cool. So I came back, and, you know, we just resumed.
Right. See, this is the thing.
But I didn't enjoy it, though.
So basically, you want to charge it to the game?
I think she charged me because I told you from the first meeting she said that I'm aggressive, and I don't think I'm aggressive.
See,
I know guys that are more aggressive than me.
See, let me tell you this: I wouldn't even have smashed, to be honest, because and this is why. Because my thing is women like that usually, first of all, usually the see. What you want in general is 1,000% cooperation from the woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? And whatever issues or whatever shit she got going on in her head or whatever the fuck is going on with her that's causing her to act that way, that's not your issue, but it's like you don't want that to be an issue for you later. You understand what I'm saying? So usually in those situations, when a chick ain't really about it, I kind of just fall back and just be like, look, it's like, I'm good. Because the thing is that she seemed like either she was like, from what you're saying, she wasn't all the way comfortable. You understand?
No, she wasn't.
Right.
She wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she wasn't.
Right. So either like that's just like can come from like fucking some other traumatic shit that happened to her before, or she's just not comfortable with her body, she's insecure. Either way, all of those things are just not good to deal with when you're dealing with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because those type of chicks, you know, and I wouldn't even keep fucking with her, truthfully. So either you charge into the game, she charge you to the game, whatever. I would just fall back a little bit, because those type of situations, and I'll say this for future reference, when a chick isn't really cooperating heavy like that, right? And especially the first time, I always say for the first time when you fucking a girl, I said this on the Bad Boy membership too. I talked about this too when I was talking about, you know, different types of chicks to have sex with or whatever it is like that. Especially on the first time when you fucking with a girl, right? On some sex shit, y'all about to fuck or whatever. You want her to be at a 10 and you be at an 8. So meaning her desires at a 10, your desires at an 8. So it's almost like she should be coming onto you more than you're coming onto her. So you can try to start the interaction, but she needs to be showing with her words and actions or whatever it is that she's really about it, that she really wants it. And to me, if she's not really doing that, then I don't really need to be fucking with her. And I don't think you should be fucking with that type of chick either. You understand what I'm saying? Because she should be almost, to an extent, like begging for the dick. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if she's not, then that's an issue. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Man, I feel bad now.
No. I'm just saying, like, learn from this experience. I'm saying if you ever are in a situation with a girl like that again, I would say just fall back and be like, listen, you know, you don't seem comfortable to do this, so let's just kind of like, you know, chill and, you know what I'm saying, like call it a day, you know what I mean? Let's finish watching this movie real quick and then we can head up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. You don't want to deal with the wrong chick and then she feel like you took advantage of her. You understand what I'm saying? And then now she wants to say, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you don't want none of that bullshit, because the way that women are, remember, because this is what the title of the show, you can't use logic to get pussy, because women are about the feels. And if she felt like something happened, it happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the issue with dealing with women.
Right.
It didn't have to happen, but if she felt like it happened, then it happened. And that's why when you first are fucking a chick, the first time you fuck with her, you got to make sure that she's the one letting you know through her actions, through her words, through her energy, that she really, really wants it. And if she ain't really doing that, then you got to be like, all right, listen, I can't fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta, you know, remember that next time, because it shouldn't be feeling like pulling teeth. You see, the thing is, it should be where a woman is actively showing you that she's interested, you know, like she's just very like about it. She's excited. She's playful. She has that energy, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you know, that type of stuff. But if a woman is kind of like, you know, like, oh, I don't know, and I'm not sure, and 1 minute she wants to do it, next minute she don't, she wishy-washy, it's like, man, like, fuck out of here. Like, I've been in situations like that where I remember this one girl, I I met at this event, and we was chilling there, we was kissing and shit, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to come back to my place, whatever?" And I was like, "All right, cool." So we get in the cab, and as soon as we got into the cab, like literally as soon as we got into the cab, she was real quiet, and I was like, "What's up with this girl?" Like, because she was real talkative in the spot, whatever, and all bubbly and shit. As soon as we got into the cab, she was real quiet. Like she was talking to me a little bit, but she was real quiet. And I was like, this is kind of strange. Like she kind of, so I'm looking at her and I'm like trying to keep the conversation going a little bit, but she's still a little quiet. So we get to her crib and we in the bed and shit. And now she's like basically naked. She just has an underwear on or whatever and shit, right? So she has a shirt off, just underwear. And now, mind you, at this point, I have all my shit on except for my shoes. I just took my shoes off. I still got my pants on, my shirt on, everything. She's basically naked. And she's laying there. And then she gets up, she starts kissing me a little bit, but then she lays back down and she has this sad look on her face. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this girl? You know what I'm saying? So I said to her, I said, listen, I was like, you seem like there's something on your mind. You all right? And then she's like, oh, no, I'm good. And then she like grabs me again and tries to like kiss me. So then I say, listen, you seem like, you probably got some things, on your mind. And, we ain't got to do this tonight. We could probably do this another time, whatever. So I put on my shit and I was out. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want no parts of none of this. You see what I'm saying? Because if you looking that way and we supposed to be fucking, I ain't trying to fuck you because you something going on with you. So I'm like, I'm good. You see what I mean? So a lot of times when women are giving you that sort of vibe, like they're uncomfortable, not really sure, it's best to leave that shit alone. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'll say to you. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me?
Nah, yeah, I learned my lesson now, and I also learned that for all the guys that say they want virgins, I mean, I don't think they understand what that means. I
know, dude, that's what I'm saying.
It's annoying.
Dudes don't be wanting exactly. Dudes be wanting the low body count because, like, even one of my boys back in the day, we went into this spot and I got there before him. I met this girl. We was talking or whatever. And then my boy came in, he was really feeling her. So I like passed them off to her. I was like, yo, introduced them to each other. And I kind of fell back and let him do him. But anyway, it was me, him, and this girl out the whole night. Like we went out to this other event and I was talking to some other girls. And then we went to the strip club. So me, him, and this girl is in the strip club and shit, chilling. And then after the strip club, it's probably like, I don't know, 1 a.m. And I'm like, listen, I'm about to head up out of here. So this nigga called me the next fucking morning, I think it was. And yeah, the next morning, afternoon, whatever, he ended up getting a hotel with this chick, smashing. She was a virgin. And he was like, yo, the sex was trash. He said she was bleeding. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But this is what niggas want. So, let him have it. You know what I'm saying? Let him have it. It's crazy. I was like, shit.
All right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, just be careful out there, bro.
Right.
All right.
All right,
man. Appreciate the call, my brother.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, you guys got to be careful with these chicks. I'm telling you. I talk about this in the Bad Boy membership. I have a whole program that teaches you, how to vet a woman for casual sex. That's the one I was talking about in that program. Like, you got to vet chicks for casual sex. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, you don't want to be, because this is the thing. A lot of guys, they'll get so thirsty for sex that they'll be trying real hard with the girl and be like, oh, come on, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro, like, she need to really be like about it. You understand what I'm saying? Really need to be about it. You feel me? 971, call back. We'll be on for a little bit longer. But let's get some of these questions again. Let me get some of these questions. Hold on. Let me put on some of this music and shit. Put this music on. While we get some of these questions. All right, where was I at again? Hold on. All right. So it says, what can I do slowly? Destroy my ego. Shrooms and edibles can get really intense fast. How can I destroy my ego but take it easy at the same time? Bruh, you ain't got to be taking shrooms and all that other crazy shit. Listen, you don't necessarily need to destroy your ego. You just have to understand the ego. Understand? if you understand, you know, that you're operating in your ego at a certain point, then that's fine. But if you believe your ego is you, then that's when you come into problems. You understand what I'm saying? I go on a whole thing on that. We can get too deep on that. I don't want to go all the way into that yet. So the kind of topic: do you believe the social and religion dynamics affect direct approach? I feel like a person's religion can affect a lot of shit when it comes to the game, because based off of the person's religion, you know, based off what their beliefs, they're gonna be under that particular belief and just roll with that specifically. You understand? So what's your email for email coaching? Locario, can you type in the chat? Because I've had a bad history of misinterpreting email spellings. When someone tells me by mouth, just go to mrlocario.com, and then on the front page it has the 30-minute game session. So you can you said the email coaching, or I have a part that gives you the email coaching on there. So go to mrlocario.com. All of the information about the coaching and everything is on there. So it'll go straight to mrlocario.com. So what actions you can do to show gratitude to your girl when she's been on point? Well, this is the thing. You basically can do shit that, you know, surprise her with something she likes, or someplace she wants to go, or, you know, like go out and do different types of shit you never done with her. You know what I'm saying? Give her a different experience. But yeah, it's good to do good things for a woman who's earned it. You understand what I'm saying? You said envy is the type of dude to sleep on the couch. Hilarious. He's like, can you do a breakdown of Deep Water? Yeah, that'll be a good breakdown, because that movie, if you guys haven't watched Deep Water, y'all gotta watch that shit with Ben Affleck and I can't remember the girl's name, but in the movie, his wife is like fucking around with all these other dudes, and then he's like killing all these guys that she's fucking. It's crazy. It's crazy. The only thing about that movie is, I feel like those types of movies, and even like, let's say, the situation with Will Smith and Jada, I think those things give a bad look on open relationships, because that's not how this shit works. You feel what I'm saying? That is not how this shit works. So I was talking to my girl, and we were comparing our past. I asked her if I was the guy with the biggest D she's been with, and she said no. How do I not let this affect my mentality or feel bad? Oh my goodness. Why do y'all guys ask questions y'all don't want the answers to? Why do y'all do this to yourselves? See, you know, your girl could have been talking shit just to see how you react also. You understand? So what difference does it make if you was the biggest D she had or not? What's the difference? Seriously. Let's say she's telling the truth and you weren't. What's the difference? Like, why do you need to be the biggest dick she had? Why? See, again, that's ego. That's all ego, people. Said, is a woman feeling you based on how you're feeling about yourself? Part of it is yes. Part of it is yes. Because see, this is the thing. A lot of guys, the reason why they can't get women that's really attracted to them or really feeling them is because they don't actually like themselves in the first place. You see what I'm saying? See, in order for you to really get chicks to really want to fuck with you like that and see you as valuable, you got to see yourself, because you seeing it yourself brings that out. You understand? Exactly. Ego and insecurity. That's what happens to these guys. They're worried about Imagine you sitting there worrying about another nigga's dick. That's crazy. That's crazy. Worrying about some other dude's stuff.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So look, you said, Locario, if a bitch calls herself your bitch in bed, but when you call her your slut, she doesn't like it, does it mean her ex used to call her that, hence why she doesn't like it? Remember, it's all feelings, guys. She just felt a certain way when you called her a slut versus calling her a bitch. The bitch probably turned her on, the slut probably turned her off. You understand? See, a lot of times, you understand, a lot of times with women, it's just feelings, guys. You got to listen. It's feelings, people. The feelings make her act this way, feel this way, be this way. It's you know, it just is what it is. He said, dating apps are stressful. You text back and forth and they stop responding. Then you scratch your head. Should I have been more intense? Should I be more flirtatious? There's no formula for my experience. No, listen, there's always going to be women who don't text back. There's always going to be women who stop responding. There's always going to be women who are going to set up a date with you and then flake. You know what I'm saying? You set up a date with her and she's not going to come through. It's just part of the game, guys. It's part of the motherfucking game. All right, let me see. 503, what's popping? Who this? 503. 503 going once.
Oh, hey.
Yo, what's going on?
I'm here.
What's up?
Not much.
Did you donate?
It's all good.
Did you donate?
Not. I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Oh, y'all be killing me, man. Jesus. All right, what's the question? Go ahead real quick. Make sure I was donating because I'm watching. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, I'm still doing it. All right. So I did a stupid thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I met a chick, and we were cool at first, or it felt that way anyway. And so we live in 2 different states, and I told her that she should come and see me. And what we had done was that we agreed on buying a flight ticket so that she can come out to see me. And for some reason, I feel like I got finessed because I decided to pay my half earlier.
So wait, hold on.
And I want to know why is that. Hold
on. Wait, so you said that you paid for a chick's ticket to come see you?
Well, like we paid half. Like, so we both, like, she told me she paid for the ticket, then I was like, I'll pay half of that back so that it could be that we both paid for it.
So you paid half her ticket, and then she said she's gonna pay you half back when she sees you?
Well, no, she told me we did this over the phone.
What? I'm confused. Wait, start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So the very beginning. So, you know, I met this chick from a different state, and we hit it off really well. So, like, I saw her like 2 weeks, and I left, and then I came back. Or I didn't come back. Well, I went back to my state, and you know, it was great. You know, and we started talking like over the phone and stuff like that. And what had happened was that we decided to come to an agreement to see each other. Like, it was like, oh, I want to see you. You should come to my state. I'll take you around, you know, have fun.
Okay.
And then she was like, all right, cool. But for some reason, like, that whole like interaction over the phone for like the time that I wasn't there, like with her in her face, like it felt strange, but I didn't like acknowledge it. So what had happened was we decided to say, oh, let's pay for like a ticket together so we can come and see each other. And so, like, I have this expectation that she's supposed to show up tomorrow or whatever, because she said she paid for a ticket, and I said, okay, I'll cash app you a ticket. I mean, the money for half of the ticket that you paid for. But for some reason, like, I feel like I got finessed, basically.
So wait, so the woman said she's gonna come see you in your city, right?
I'm in my city, but like, we talked about this last week, though. Like, she's like, oh, I'll come see you, I'll pay for a ticket.
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
it just feels like
no, hold on. So what I'm saying is she coming to? She says she's gonna come to your city, correct?
Yeah.
Right. And she said she got a plane ticket to come to your city.
Yeah.
And she said she paid for the ticket already.
Yeah, and then I was like, and it was last week.
Okay. And
Hello?
yeah, so when is she supposed to come?
Well, she's supposed to like take her flight tomorrow and then show up at 4 tomorrow.
Okay, and did she show you the ticket?
Well, yeah, she showed me like a receipt on like an email, and it looked legit. So I didn't really like question it. So I was like, okay, I'll pay my half.
And so why did you agree to pay?
For some reason,
why did you agree to pay half?
Because I decided to say like, because I wanted her to come. I was like, oh yeah, you should come. And then she was like, okay, but the ticket is like costly.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, we can split it down the middle, and then we won't have to like pay for the whole ticket.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you was gonna simp and pay half, why don't you just wait? Why didn't you just? So you already sent her the money?
Okay, so I was doing that, but like for some reason, like she was asking for it, like she was demanding it. But I was like, oh, let's just wait. And then all of a sudden, I was like, let's wait till Friday. I was like, we should just wait like that.
So you sent her. Wait.
Call her on a Sunday.
Wait. So you sent her the money.
Yeah, like on a Sunday on Easter or some shit.
Bruh, come on.
And then she was like, "Oh, thank you so much."
So wait, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. So you sent a random chick. How much was it?
So the ticket was like $1,000.
What, $1,000? So you sent her $500?
Yeah, so we split it down the middle. And
nigga, I better see at least $100 fucking donation in the Cash App before this show is over.
All right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you up here sending chicks $500.
But I feel like, I'll tell you right now, I feel like shit right now.
Wait, so you sent her the $500, correct?
Yeah, but like dead ass, like I was like, this doesn't even feel right. So like now, like I tried to like this week, I like hit her up like Monday. Well, no, she hit me up. She's like, because after I paid her, she hit me up on a Monday. She was like, "Oh, happy birthday" or whatever. I was like, oh, "Okay, cool, thanks." And then Wednesday, I talked to her again, and I was like, "Oh, so
hey, wait, where does she live? Where does she live? Where does she live?
Like all the way in Washington. I live in the Midwest.
So wait, it costs $1,000 to get from Washington to the Midwest?
Well, because we paid it for it last week on a Thursday. So it was like how like the time, like you're supposed to pay like it was just a short time notice. That's why it was like so much money.
This guy, yo, you crazy, bro. I don't understand why you would do some shit like this, man. First of all, again, if you was going to simp, at least simp correctly, at least simp in a smart way. Tell her ass to bring her ass there. Then when she's in front of you, then you say, listen, I'll give you this other half when you get here. Why don't you do that?
Yes, that was my mindset. That's why I told her on the phone. But then I was like, because she was acting like she needed it, like because she called me after she paid, she quote unquote paid for it, but she was like acting like she needed it. And I was like, why is she like so like rush to get the money back or whatever?
See,
and I was like, let me just pay for it.
This is what happens when you follow a woman. This is what happens when you simping. This is what happens when you don't have any confidence in yourself because you just sitting there running behind some chick just for nothing. Like, what are you doing, bro? $500 on a chick you just met?
I don't know. I feel like I met her for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Nigga, bro.
I was in her state for like 2 weeks.
And so you smashed and y'all went out to dinner. What did y'all do?
No, we were just smashing. Like the first week I met her. Like, so I met her from Friday to Saturday because I slept with her like Friday to Saturday. And like what I fucked up was I was like pillow talking her, trying to like talk to her like even more after I was like done fucking her, and then fucked again and whatever.
They
and then next week I did the same
shit. They say you trying to pre-order some pussy. You know what I'm saying? They saying that you lying.
Yeah, something like that.
They saying you trolling.
That shit, and for some reason, like
they saying you trolling. Tell me you trolling.
Hello?
They said you trolling, bro.
I'm not. Like I really fucked up. So like I feel ashamed.
Nigga, stop. You're lying.
For what
bro.
I did.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Ridiculous.
Let me explain it better to you. So what I did was like, so I met this chick at a club or whatever, and we hit it off. Like we hit it off, and you know everything was going good. I thought so, but then you know the second time I met her, like, because she wanted to see me again after the first time, so I was like, okay, I'll come and see her again. So I hung out with her, but that second time was like it felt weird. You know what I mean? Like she started trying to call all the shots and started trying to do all these other things, and I was like, whatever. I ignored that shit. But because I was fucking, so it was just it was cool. So upon me leaving that state, like I was getting ready to leave.
All right, so
you know,
so
that's
so
when
wait,
the
so
whole
hold
vibe
on.
changed.
So you said she's supposed to be coming through tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we planned. We called like we literally. I spent like literally what I fucked up too. Also was I spent like 2 hours talking to her on the phone,
When?
like before the shit even went down.
Right. So what I'm saying
After
is,
I left, like I was back home.
what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that tomorrow she's supposed to be coming through, right?
I haven't heard shit from her like since. So like saying like, oh, I'm getting ready to like.
So did you?
You
So
know
you
what I mean?
didn't?
Like,
So you
nothing
didn't?
like
You
that,
didn't
like,
call
at
her,
all.
text her. She didn't call you, text you, nothing, and she's supposed to be coming through tomorrow. Nothing.
Well, I texted her yesterday.
And then what happened?
All I said was like, oh, because she seems like she's coming, but I feel like she's not. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what did you text her, and what happened?
I texted her yesterday saying like, oh, like, because she was trying to figure out what she should bring for the weather, and we were talking about it before prior, and she said that like she doesn't know what to get, and I was like, oh, well, you can like snow boots or whatever, but like the snow is like down, so there's no like much snow, so I told her don't buy that shit because you'll just waste your money.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, I won't. And that was like the last like text I like sent her, that we had, like conversation we had, and that was yesterday.
Okay, well, bro, well, listen to this thing. I need you to call me back tomorrow on the live and let me know if she came through. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to see
Can I
the.
call her today and find out?
What happened? Well, yeah, call her today and then hit me back up on the live stream tomorrow at 4. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what happened because I need to know the.
Would it be right to call her or?
No, that's what I'm saying. If she's coming through, damn, hell yeah, call her. Be like, yo, listen.
Because I feel like she's finessing me. That's what I'm saying.
No, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if she has a ticket, you get the copy of the ticket, you see what the flight is, you see what time the flight is coming through, and then you hit her up and you see what's popping. What I'm saying is I just want you to keep us posted to let us know the conclusion of this story. Because you can't leave us hanging. This shit is a Netflix movie, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So
I was trying to reach you like for the longest because I was talking like I was looking for answers and I was like, should I do this? Should I not? And I couldn't like reach out to you at the time.
Nigga,
but this is the only time I reached out to you after I made all these mistakes.
You need some coaching, my brother. But hit us up tomorrow. Let us know the conclusion of the saga, and we'll make it happen, bro.
I'm gonna cash that.
All right, man. Avala, peace. Man, you guys be doing way too much, bro. Jesus, niggas giving $500 to chicks they just met. Jesus Christ. I said this shit is a documentary. All right, let's go to 214. What's popping?
Hey, Mr. Locario, how you doing? I donated.
What's up? Appreciate it. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, real quick, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm actually at work right now. But I need help with a mistake I made, some beta male shit mistake I made. And I know there's not much I could probably do, but I'd like your advice because I know you're very knowledgeable.
All right, what's up?
So pretty much, I cheated on my girl, and she found out by going through my phone. And low key, this is not the first time I've done it. I've done it like numerous times, but this is like the first time she caught me. Feel kind of bad because I didn't want to hurt her, but to all the listeners out there, like it's like far better if you just tell your girl that you want to see someone else real quick, and if she steps out on you, it's not worth it because I really felt bad. So I tried to keep it cool. She left. I didn't put up no argument.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me some really like you know how girls be doing those like stories and text messages, like how could you do this, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I kept my responses short, and I was like, yeah, I made a mistake. I didn't want to hurt you. I really didn't want you to find out that way. I just said, I really do love you still.
Mm-hmm.
And I left it at that. And then she replied with like another page or two of text. I didn't respond. Now, this was Sunday night.
Right.
And I haven't responded since. So, like, I really do care about this girl, but, you know, I don't know what I could do. Like, in your experience, I don't know if something similar has happened to you or not, but I would like to see her again, even though a relationship like we had in the past will never happen again. I'd still like her company.
So why do you feel you want to see her for? What's the issue? Like, why do you want to see her?
Honestly,
it's because you feel guilty. That's why.
Yeah, that's why. Honestly, that's the main reason. I feel guilty.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you see, you just got to let her go. You feel what I'm saying? And then just basically move on and learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't trying to hang out with you and chill with you and talk to you, and that ain't gonna do nothing but cause more drama and more, bullshit to happen. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you gotta call that shit a day.
Okay, I'll charge it again. Now, on the off chance that she does try to hit me up, like, what should I do?
No, if she hits you up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just keep shit cordial, but just be like, yo, like, because usually what's going to happen is in most cases, she's not really going to hit you up. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're the one who fucked up. You know what I mean? So she's probably just going to move on to some other nigga and then be done with it. But if she does hit you up, it might just be on some like, hey, what's up? How you been? And all this other shit. But just, keep it regular, keep it cordial, keep it cool. So at that point, you can just keep it cool and chill. But what I would say is just, you got to keep it moving. Just understand the mistake you made and then keep that shit pushing.
Okay.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry too much about it. Don't put too much energy into it. And then you just got to, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Bet.
All right,
I'll do that.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate it, Mr. Locario.
All right, I'm out. Peace. All right, let me get this last call, 410, and then I got to head up out of here. 410, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Ma, man, calling in all the way from Maryland, man. Yes, I did donate.
Appreciate it. Well, what's good? What's going on?
I just wanted to rebuttal to the last caller. The caller, you already said it, man. You made a video about it a couple weeks ago or a month or two. But basically, man, weak men cheat and strong men. What you say? You said weak men cheat and strong men do what?
We just let him know. We just let the chick know you want to fuck with other women.
You just let her know, man. So you pretty much screwed that situation up. You know what I mean?
Right.
He probably had a good one by his side, but you wanted to take the back door, man. Listen, guys, understand this, bro. I just want to say this one thing. Understand this, though. If you're a good man, you got ambition, you got plans. You know what I mean? You know how to lead, you feel me? You got charisma.
Right.
And you a charming dude, bro. 9 times out of 10, if you connect with your woman, she ain't even gonna give a fuck if you keep it real with her. You get what I'm saying? Like, you keep it real with her, you say, like, babe, every once in a blue moon, I might step out and do this. It don't mean nothing. It ain't no strings attached to it. That's just what I gotta do for me. You feel me? That's just something that I gotta do.
Right.
You feel me? Like, be realistic, bro. Even if we got a girl, bro, like, that can be your lady. You might want to make her your wife someday, but you honestly think you're going to live the rest of your life until you go in your casket just fucking her?
Right.
Hell nah, yo.
No, that's facts, though. But
miserable, man.
Right, but, dudes don't want to be real with themselves. They think they could do it, and then that's why they end up cheating and doing all that other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Facts, man. But, hey, man, I just wanted to comment, man, on that. And also, Locario, I appreciate what you're doing, man. You changed a lot of lives out here, man. Keep preaching that game and keep these fellas up on that game, man. Let them know what it is out here, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm about to head up out of here. But remember, guys, go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you guys go check that out. Make sure you guys also get the Looks Don't Matter book at MrLocario.com. Make sure you guys check that out. And I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.